1. Be a little bit different this evening. I'm going to read you a verse of scripture out of 2 Timothy. Then I'll join you there in 2 Peter chapter 1. All right? 2 Timothy 2:15. Here's what your Bible said. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now, I really tonight wanted to get into prophecy. I told you Wednesday we looked at Daniel's 70 weeks, and several of you had some questions, not well, I don't know if question would be the right thing, but I had some things you wanted to look at, some things you wanted before we got done, some things you wanted to look at and study together, and I really want to get into some of that tonight. But I also feel like I don't mean to single them out. I don't mean this negatively at all. But I am sympathetic. I looked Wednesday night back here at Angela a few times, and I could tell it was just a little bit much. I mean, it was just a little bit hard to grasp. And I don't mean that to single her out. She ain't been saved just a few weeks. I wouldn't understood Daniel 70 weeks either. And so I want to kind of slow down a little bit before we get into prophecy too much. I want to look at some things that's going to help us as we study prophecy. All right. Now, to be a little bit of a review to some of you heard me preach some of this before, or really more teach what I'm doing tonight, but just some things that I think will help us, and then we'll look a little bit at prophecy, if you let me, okay? Just a little. It'll be, well, in fact, it'll not be so much prophetic to us. We're going to look at a prophecy that's already been fulfilled before we get done tonight, if the Lord will help us. But that being said, if we're going to study prophecy, the problem arises is this. You get a